And you know the deal, Flipsy here. What's good? Fucking love y'all. So, guess what, guys? I wrote a script. Holy shit. This is gonna be somewhat, stable, I would say. But I got some shit, background, little bit of fun. Remember, everything in this video is how I perceived everything and how I feel about certain things. So we're going to be definitely going over first deck and second deck, getting ready for the 6th, whenever that drops. Hopefully we get some information sometime soon, but let the clowns cook, let them take their time, you know. We'll get it when we get it. Fucking everybody has done their videos on them coming into the community and working on finding themselves, feeling a sense of belonging. So I thought I might as well throw my story out there, because why the fuck not? Little bit of gathering talk at the end, you know. And yeah, so definitely, if you like what you're seeing and all that, send this shit around, do all that fun, happy-go-lucky shit. And yeah, let's get started. Fucking first thing I want to say with all this, just everything, is these days we see a lot of how do I say it? I don't want to say. Fuck being nice. We're seeing a lot of back and forth, a lot of fighting, a lot of drama in the community over the last few years, and we all know where it stems. And I've said it on multiple things before, where it's fucking, like, listen to what you want to listen to, support who you want to support, and if you don't like someone, just don't watch, don't consume what they're doing. No. Oh shit, the Royal Rumble's tonight? Fuck yeah. Enjoy that shit, man. I had no fucking clue. I haven't watched wrestling in forever. Friggin'. But yeah, so, like, I've been hearing a lot of, and this is the only, like, drama thing I'm going to be talking about tonight, hopefully. Especially recently, a lot of, hey, side hopping, supporting both sides, blah, blah, blah. Why is there sides? I get some people are shitty, especially lately. And yes, some people are showing true colors and all that, but it's not a side thing. It's support the people you like, and if you don't like them anymore, don't support them anymore. Just like I'm doing. Fucking, I've seen people's real colors, and I am done with that shit. Anybody that knows what's going on knows what's going on. But enough of that shit. Fucking, I've been sitting around today fucking watching last year's Gathering documentaries. Everybody that put the time out to make videos and all that shit for last year's Gathering, you're the shit. Fucking, some of these are long as all fucking hell. But, like I said, I'm going to watch through, because support the people you want to support. Fucking, if you want to listen to Twisted, listen to Twisted. You want to listen to ICB, listen to ICB. If you want to listen to fucking Chapter 17, go for it. Fucking, and I know a lot of people are starting to turn faith on C17 because of some recent drops. Guess what? People that are hating aren't hearing the messages behind what's going on. I love the new albums coming out of there, and fucking can't wait for the future. Give me Dark Planet Ouija. Give it to me. But let's get into the Joker card thing, because that's probably what people would want to see the most. And anybody in the chat, feel free to fucking drop in and get involved, because why the fuck not? That's why we're here. Freaking, first off, honorable mentions. They are sort of Joker's cards, sort of not. It was in the in-between times, and yeah, it's just, they have to be brought up. Fucking Bazaar and Tempest. It should be on everybody's list. I know they're not considered official Joker's cards, but they have the same vibe. They're great. I love them. And what I'm talking about on this list, like I said, it's my own list. Everybody likes their own set of cards. Some people may not like the first deck. Some people might not like the second deck. And honestly, if you don't like the first deck, what is fucking wrong with you? And this list, a lot of people are going to be like, yo, what the fuck, you Juffin and all that shit. No, I'm not saying any of these albums are bad. I'm saying that this is just the order I fell in love with them and what speaks to me more growing up with this stuff. So, freaking, we'll go bottom to top, because, yeah, let's get that shit done. Freaking number 13, because Lost, Found are two halves. Fucking same with Hellspit, Shangri-La. So, number 13, Found. Missing Link Found. I am not going to say I'm a hater on... How do I say this? A hater on the new stuff. And I don't hate the dark versus light stuff. And I'll prove that later on in this. Just Found, it just didn't hit me right. Maybe it was just the wrong time. Great album. Some really good tracks like Mr. White Suit and all that. But it just wasn't one of my favorites. And I know a lot of people feel the same. Definitely let me know if Found is one of your favorite albums. Any of these albums, let me know what's your favorite and what's your least favorite in chat or comments or whenever you're watching this. Feel free. Freaking. And this is leading to Bang Pow Boom being number 12. So this is why I brought up Tempest and Bazaar. They led into Bang Pow Boom. I, just like everybody else, was super hyped when the new card came out and with the sampler and all that. And yeah, it definitely was a good album. It just felt wrong and weird. It just didn't sound right at the time. At this point, I was coming out of just getting used to being out of high school and all that, and all the people I used to chill with, the fam and all that, just kind of dissipated. So this was something that brought us all back together, and we were all just like, it doesn't seem the same. Something's different. But that's the thing with every card. They all sound different. I feel that. Like I said, I'm going to go over everything, and I appreciate you being there, man. Thank you. But yeah, Bang Pow Boom, especially because at this point they did the 3 flavors. Red, blue, and green, right? I didn't really come around to Bang Pow Boom until Nuclear, when they bundled everything together. And that's the copy I have to this day. I own all these. Like I said, they're all great albums. Just, this is my tier list of the greats, you know? And I could go over EPs and all that shit at some point too. But 12, Bang Pow Boom. Freaking 11, Lost. What up, nobody, man? Lost, like I said, it's definitely better than freaking Found in my eyes. Has that darker feeling. Freaking the EP off of it too is great. Fucking Lost at the Carnival. Fucking all that stuff. Great. But again, I felt like these albums were a little held back in a way. Because at this point, this was the end of Otis being a part. He produced both of these albums very highly. And you could feel near the end, you can feel tension in them, I guess. It's just something didn't seem right with these last couple albums. And it's just sad because I know a lot of people love this album. So, but 11, Lost. Missing links are out of there. And again, this is my own opinion. None of these are bad. Remember that. Because this next one, people are going to be mad. Number 10. Forks Up, Forks Down, Ringmaster. Freaking Ringmaster is 10 for me because, and I've said this multiple times on multiple podcasts and all that stuff. Ringmaster is a great album. Every song is a fucking bump. But when I'm in the car driving down the road, I can listen to albums front to back, no problem. Ringmaster, just once you get past like that halfway point, it starts dragging. And I don't know, it just feels a little slow for me. But great album. They definitely started becoming their own for Ringmaster, but you still have that old school gangster kind of vibe, just like in Carnival of Carnage, which we'll get to in a little bit. But definitely started getting more of the lore and all that stuff in there, and it just, like I said, great album. Love like every song off the album. I just can't listen to it front to back, and that's the only reason it's brought down a little bit for me. So after that, we got the Mighty Death Pop. Fucking Death Pop, again, another one where they did multiple versions. And I don't know. I'm not big on the multiple versions and getting different songs or attachments to them. It's cool. I get it. But I usually wait until they come out with the big version that has everything together. It just works out better for me. But freaking Chris Benoit being on there, that song threw everybody for a loop. It's just another one in the new era where I feel like we were, or at least me and my friend group were trying to still get that old First Deck feel. We weren't used to the new sound yet. So it just was too new. Definitely has built on me, and I definitely like Death Pop a lot more now. And the lore behind Death Pop is amazing. And that's something I'm not really going to be talking too much about with this. I might bring it up sometimes. But the lore behind these cards is amazing. And if you don't know the lore, definitely go look it up. Give them a listen. Have some fun. Freaking. So Death Pop being number 9. That brings us to 8. Another one where I'm going to be like, I'm sorry. And there's a big reason why this one is. Great Malenko is number 8 for me. Just cause. And another one where they had different versions. Hell yeah, man. Enjoy Royal Rumble. Reach out to me and tell me how it went and all that shit. Whoop whoop. Much clown love. Definitely come back when you get a chance. You can hate on me later. Alright, but like I was saying, Great Malenko. Everybody loves this album, or is one of the main big ones. But this is my only problem with it. Again, multiple versions, great songs, very catchy songs. But the fact that it was on Hollywood and the controversy that went around about the albums getting taken off shelves and all that, that was a big boost. It brought a lot of people in. But a lot of people came in because they saw that it got taken off shelves. So I feel like it's the easiest album to get into, if that makes sense. So, great album, like I said. I grew up with Great Malenko Purple. And I always thought that was like the main one, but I realized over the last few years that people consider the red one more the main color of Malenko. But I'm a Great Malenko Purple stan, just saying. Come at me, bro. But after that, we got fucking, where is 7? 7, Carnival of Carnage, the beginning. The only reason this one's on 7 is because it's so old. I feel like we need a remaster of it. Bring up the vocals a little higher, because when you listen to these, this one's drastically lower. But I do love that if you know what you're looking for, you can get 2 extra tracks on Carnival of Carnage. It was a great start for everything. And like I say, Carnival of Carnage and Ringmaster definitely had a different feel, just like the new cards have a different feel from the old cards. Freaking, we had more of a gangster vibe to it. They were trying to find out themselves and all that. So number 7, Carnival of Carnage. From there, we go number 6. And this is where everybody goes nuts. Hell's Pit is number 6. And that's because all I can say is Shangri-La's for the family. Hell's Pit's for the other hoes. Nah, but that was said before. But Hell's Pit, it's definitely a downer album. It's a lot darker than what came right before it. And it's just a different kind of feel. Definitely an anger album. I will sit there and listen to this album when I'm fucking pissed off and all that, and just want to punch someone in the fucking face. I know a lot of people's favorite album is Hell's Pit, though. And, yeah, and I'm not going to be making the jokes that you think I'm going to be making, because I don't give a shit. From there on, from that, we go to Hell's Pit to Yum Yum Bedlam. Fucking Yum Yum is the newest album. Great fucking album. We are in the top 5 now. Friggin' first female Joker's card. A card that's not even really from the Dark Carnival. It's from the Echo side. And just the vibes in it, and definitely a strong showing. And freaking, it's just, I don't have much to say about it. All I know is it's just really fucking good. So, freaking Yum Yum and the Seeds, fucking, they're, like I said, they're really new. And freaking, we definitely need to let them breathe more. But right now, even being so new, it's in my top 5. From there, we go to 4. Riddlebox. Fucking, how can you not like Riddleboxes? When they came into their own, they started making the real Carnival Clown shit. Freaking Old Evil Eye, Play With Me, fucking, God. So many good fucking songs on that album. And freaking, it was funny when freaking the last 2 albums came out, people kept on saying, oh, it has a Riddlebox feel and all that. I don't know. The Seeds do not sound like Riddlebox to me, but cool. But yeah, Riddlebox is just a great fucking album. That's why it's number 4 for me. The last few we're gonna kind of speed up on, because, yeah, I don't want to bore you. Freaking number 3, Shangri-La. Freaking Shangri-La is amazing. Enough said. Just enough said. Shangri-La is the fucking GOAT. Freaking from 2, Fearless Fred Fury. Freaking me and my homie Grim the Kid really like this album. It means a lot to both of us. Freaking, especially with the shit that I've been dealing with the last year. Definitely What the Fuck and Fight Back are 2 big tracks in my wheelhouse right now. And it's just, don't be a bitch, defend yourself. Fucking great message. And that leads us to number 1, The Amazing Jekyll Brothers, which is my number 1. Everybody knows it's my number 1. If you're surprised, gotcha, bitch. Nah, Amazing Jungle Brothers is fucking great. Like I said, the lore behind a lot of these cards is amazing. But the lore about this is fucking crazy. One brother is juggling your sins, and if the other brother gets him to drop, you go to hell. It's fucking amazing. I fucking love it. I remember in '99 getting this album, and it was on repeat nonstop. Fucking great fucking album. But yeah, there's my list from fucking 13 to fucking 1. And I can't wait till we get the 6th in the new deck. And you can figure out where it sits on this list. And that leads me into with everything that's been going on in this community. And what's going on in Jay and Shag's professional life and all that. If we're even going to get our 3rd deck. I hope we do. But I hope they don't overwork themselves. Because I feel like they don't... They don't owe us shit. They've been doing this for so fucking long. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. If we get a 3rd deck, cool. If we don't, I'm happy with the 2. Fucking the storylines and all that shit, the lore behind everything. It's fucking great. But on that note... Oh no, that's the wrong page. Shit! My script is getting ruined. Let's jump right off of that and doing the whole my upbringing with listening to ICP. Because like I said, a lot of people have told their stories. I haven't really fully told mine. Because usually I'm on another person's channel that is all about them. And this is where I put my little disclaimer. And I'm going to go over it again at the end. But this year is my year, and I'm not going to be taking part in other people's channels trying to make them get all the views in the world while I'm sitting there getting jack shit out of it. I'm going to be focusing on this channel more this year, and I will be in other people's chats and supporting who I want to support, who I consider real. And I hope you all do the same. You do the best that you can fucking be. Like who you want to like. Be who you want to be. Focus on yourself. Get on that grind. But let's move forward. Growing up, I was introduced with ICP really fucking young. I was born in 90. So, freaking my older cousin was into underground music. He was really into the ICP and all that shit. And as I was growing, I'd hear it from like fucking no joke, like day one. I'd be hearing this shit. So I always knew about it. But I was kind of in a different fandom at that time. I was really into like rap and pop music at the time, and I listened to a lot of Michael Jackson back in the day. Don't fret. And I grew up in a household with a lot of country music. So when I came across No Joke, like I said, I knew about ICP. I've seen their albums, I knew about them, I just never was interested in buying them. But one day, I was at this store called, it was either Strawberries or Sugar City at the time. And I ended up grabbing, I think it was the Eminem Show, the Red album, Red Curtains and all that, and I grabbed the Amazing Jungle Brothers. So this was around 99. And I was going through a lot of stuff at that point. What's up, man? Just going over backstory and all that shit. Story time. Do your own thing. But yeah, so I would listen to these two albums on repeat, nonstop, on bus rides and all that stuff. And after that, I got into the back catalog more. Like I said, at this point, I've heard everything. I just wasn't, I didn't own it, if that makes sense. So at that point, went back, started grabbing older albums from the store whenever I could. And just loved everything. But I always came back to Jocker Brothers, and then freaking Shangri-La came out. And I remember this vividly, freaking when Shangri-La came out. Freaking just people in my family thought that they were devil worshippers and shit like that, which we all know, especially from Shangri-La, that that's not the thing. And hell yeah, man, thank you for being here. Freaking, so when Valen wow, words, goddamn, fuck. When Diane Valen came out, I listened to that for the first time, and truth is we follow God. We've always been behind him. Fucking hell, my jaw dropped. Fucking everybody in my house is dropped. It was great. And that just was a kick. I grew up in a Christian family, so it's just it kind of just, it was like a shining light, fucking shining through, being like, hey, this is okay. Listen to this shit. We got you. You belong. You know? So, back in the day, and shout out to people I know that don't like Hellspit. Cool. Back in the day, I didn't listen to Hellspit until the remix album came out. And then I went back and listened to Hellspit. But I was Shangri-La though. Straight up. That and Jack Brothers were my jam. And fucking I started going to shows around Shangri-La, met a lot of homies, really got in deep with it. One of my first shows, and I've told this story before, I was going with one of my neighbors that lived in my mom's complex building that I grew up around. And he would go to shows with me. He was an older guy. Not older. He was like in his 20s. I was like fucking like 15. So he kind of looked over me like an older brother at the time. So he would bring me to shows, and we would have to go to Worcester, Mass for our shows. And we, of course, my first show, I'm like, yo, where can I take a piss around here? I swore like a fucking sailor, and I still do. But where can I take a piss out here? And freaking, we ended up going down to, it was either Uno's or Fridays. I think it was a Fridays, down the street to go take a piss. And at this point, freaking, my neighbor basically was like, yo, that's them. I'm like, nah. And I thought I knew everything back in the day. And I'm like, nah, that's not them. They wouldn't be fucking just chilling at a fucking restaurant, fucking with all of us around, and they wouldn't be getting bombarded. Like I said, first show. And he's like, no, go say hi. I'm telling you it's them. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to go take a piss. Then I'm going to prove your ass wrong. You're lying to me. Because I was used to a lot of people messing with me because I wasn't the smartest kid. But, so, go take my piss, come back, go out, walk up to them, and I'm like, hi, blah, 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 I'm sorry for bothering you. I know you guys are probably waiting to eat or whatever. My friend's saying you guys are actually ICP. And they looked at me and they're like, it is us. I'm like, really? And then, because I've never been one to like fanboy or fangirl. Hell yeah, man. We're going to get deeper into the gathering soon. So keep on listening and fucking, god damn it. So like I said, I go up to them, I introduce myself, and they're like, it's us, blah, blah, blah. Sit down with us. I'm like, no, I don't want to interrupt you guys' meal and all that. I hope you guys have a good set tonight. Like I said, I don't do the whole fanboy fangirl thing. And they're like, no, chill for a minute. I'm like, okay, cool. They got some stuff, some food and like some wings and stuff, and they offered me to eat some fucking wings with them and all that, but I didn't stay long. It was weird, especially because they were kind of like my idols, and that term, don't meet your heroes, don't meet your idols, not always true. They never ever given me a problem, and I've met them multiple times over the years. They're great. But yeah, I talked to him a little bit, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go in line because it's my first show. I can't wait to see you guys play tonight. Enjoy your meal. I'm outie. And yeah, that was my first show, and that's the same show, and this is back when like Boondocks, Twisted, Blaze, all of them were part of it. Boondocks was actually on this tour, and freaking growing up around here, everybody loved Boondocks, by the way. But so I get in line, and then there's this I don't want to use the word chuff or anything like that, but there was this guy, a bigger dude, kind of picking on a small girl. And I've always been protective over women. Always. And so I kind of stood up to him, and at this point I was like 5'0". I was puny. And so I was jumping up and down and just yelling at this dude. And at this point, Shaggy 2 Dope and Boondocks are walking by, and fucking I'm just flipping out, and people were chanting fucking Flipsy and fucking other things that sounded like it. And Boondocks basically got it to stick. So Shaggy and Boondocks are the reasons why I'm called Flipsy. Which you can't pick your own nicknames. That's all I can say. That shit stuck, and that shit stuck hard. But yeah, freaking everybody has this point where they in their story where they're like, oh, I fell out, I dropped it for a while and all that, and there's nothing against any of that. Freaking some people just get burnt out. I've always had it in my wheelhouse to listen to them. I used to be very 100% psychopathic only, ride or die, and all that shit. Twisted came out with around Bazaar and Jack Brothers and all that stuff, and I was right along with them, even though a lot of people hated them in the beginning. Boondocks, it took me a while to get around, but ended up being a big fan of him as well. The only one I couldn't really get around was Blaze. I wasn't big on the whole gangster stuff because, like I said, I listened to enough gangster stuff. I listened to a lot of Tupac growing up. Like I said, Eminem, fucking Ice Cube, Exhibit, stuff like that. So that gangster kind of stuff that Blaze was doing, I was like, I listened to enough of this. But a few years pass, everything's going good, hitting shows and all that stuff, no problem. And I ended up just freaking meeting this girl, and freaking she got me listening to a lot of like Avenged Sevenfold, Five Finger Death Punch, stuff like that. And I kind of floated towards that. Like I said, ICP was always in my wheelhouse. It was always in the playlist. But I put more focus on the other side of music, and I feel like it brought a new aspect to my life where I accepted more music and what people do. And nowadays I listen to almost anything. I'll listen to fucking hip hop, fucking rap, soul, freaking grindcore, fucking underground, fucking anything. I just listen to anything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ultra. I never dropped it. I slowed down. And especially and like I said, it goes back to my listing on the Joker's cards. when Bang Pow Boom came out, it was a time in my life where I was out of high school and I was listening to different stuff at the time, and it just didn't feel the same to me until we got freaking, like I said, Death Pop was okay. Freaking, until we got up to Red Fred, I didn't feel that energy again. And now it's like so big. And for a while, like, I'd be hitting shows, like I hit one of the last Warped Tours and met Franz from Attila from that. That's a fun story. I've told that a million times. But met Franz from Attila, became friends with him. Freaking ended up seeing Franz again at his fucking Chaos album release party in Worcester, which was pretty fucking cool. I talked to him a little bit more there. I'm not going to go into details. And then I saw him again at the fucking, what the fuck was it? Slam Fest with ICP, where they dual opened. That was a great show. And that's where, and yes, I'm going to talk about him because I don't care. Like I said, I'm not about hate. So if anybody's going to do this whole side shit or clip this or whatever, have fun. I am not fucking, just no, I'm good. That's where I met Bash and a few other people that I've worked with. And freaking me and these guys literally saved someone's life from having a stroke in the middle of fucking Attila playing. So that's one of the reasons why me and him stuck around each other for so long. But people move apart, and I have my thoughts and he has his thoughts at this point, and we're just going to do our own things. And I'm sorry if he's mad that I'm supporting what he calls the other side, but the other side has treated me nothing but well. And I respect fucking them, and I'll straight up say it. Humble Among and his girl Emily, I respect the fuck out of you guys. And I'm gonna fucking praise that shit. Because, like I said before, during the Shaggy show last year in Worcester, who comes up to me? Humble and his girl. Fucking asking me how I've been and all that. I tell them the situation, and they legit were visibly worried about my safety at the time. They are great fucking people, and support the fucking hell out of them if you like them. Straight up. Great fucking people. But there are people in this community that didn't give a flying fuck either. So I'm seeing people's true colors now. Back to story time. Freaking, so like I said, I started going to like Warped Tours and more metal based shows and just broadening my horizons. Fucking, and that led me right back into ICP with Slamfest, because I went to see Attila, and I was like, holy shit, ICP is playing with Attila? This is going to be great. I'm going to be able to see one of my old favorite bands and one of my new favorite bands. And I was so excited, and that just put me back in full fucking force with fucking being into this shit. Never dropped it, but this brought me back in. Seeing them live again brought that, oh my god, I remember this. This is great. And just great shit. So I started listening to the newer stuff again and started going through all of it, because I kind of stopped buying albums and downloading albums at the time, because I was like, it's not the same. But I started. I got Hell's Pit and borrowed Bang Pow Boom from my friend, gave it a re-listen. At this point, Nuclear was out, and just started listening to everything. And by the time I was caught up, yo, JC, what's good? By the time I caught up, this is when Lost and Found were starting to come out. We started getting promotion for them and all that. So I was on board for those drops. And like I said, I wasn't 100% with them, but I gave them a chance. And like I said, everything became part of the playlist. I had a big mix of music and I listened to everything. And then everything at this point was starting to happen with the divide and all that shit. And it just felt like a wrong time to start listening to everything again, but I stuck through. And I'm one of the people, and I'm going to say this again, I'm not one to pick sides, but I am going to tell you what music I like and what I don't. And I'll say right here, right now, old school Twisted, I'll rock any day. All the way up to Abominations. After that, not the biggest fan. I don't like what they're doing these days. And it has nothing to do with the beats. I just don't vibe with the music that they're making. A&B I never was a fan of. So what Otis did to freaking the Bruce Brothers, not my thing. I'm not them. I'm just a fan. But I will say it sounds fucked up from what the community knows. And that's all I'm going to say on that. But, so yeah, Lost and Found came out. Everything was weird at this time because everybody was splitting off. Magic Ninja was being made. Ouija was coming on to the scene at this point. And, yeah. It was just very weird. Like, I know a lot of people didn't vibe with Ouija when he first started either. And now, look at him. He's one of the biggest names out there with his own record label. That's fucking... I remember meeting him at one of my last shows in Worcester before recently. And he was supposed to play that night, and he didn't. Light was there. Actually, I think this was Slam Fest. I'm not totally sure, though. I could be wrong. Don't hold me to that. Huh. Interesting, JC. Interesting. Yeah. So, where was I? JC, you threw me off. Damn it. Oh yeah. So the divide was happening. Ouija came on. I met him when he was just starting to roll with Psychopathic, and before all the face tats and all that, and he was supposed to play, and I'm like, he ran by me. I was near the merch booth and at the Palladium, and I'm like, is that you, Ouija? You're the guy that was supposed to play. He's like, no, I'm not playing for you guys. Fucking, I'm too scared. You guys are too wild. I'm like, well, hopefully at some point I get to see you play, because I want to know more about your music. I haven't heard much about it. He's like, thank you, much love, all that stuff. He was great. He was new to the culture at that point, which I understand. And there's no hate against him. I'm not talking shit or anything like that. He's legitimately great, and he proved himself hardcore. This is right after the 17 Family Cypher came out. So, but the divide's happening, and everybody's picking their sides and all that, and then we got the march coming up, which I wish I made it to. At this point, I didn't have a car or anything like that, but I was really getting into everything again. At this point, like I said, I was going to Warped Tours and all that stuff, and it just clicked in my head that I never went to a gathering before. And then for the next few years, I fought with myself to try to make it to the gathering, get almost to the point where I can do it, and then get dropped on my face. We've all been there. So finally, 2021 comes around right after COVID, because I was supposed to go 19. But COVID happened, and we lost that, and we had the Gathering of the Matrix. So I took part in Gathering of the Matrix, even though it was weird. And then after that, I saw that, and this is when the rumors for this is the last gathering, they're never going to have a gathering again. Friggin' I fell for it. I thought it was done and over with, and I was just like, yo, what the fuck? I missed it. I'm never going to be able to see it. And then 2022 comes around. We get the surprise gathering, freaking the mini gathering. 2021. No, sorry. We got that mini gathering, and freaking I was able to make it. I had a car at the time, and it was my first gathering, and it means the world to me. I ended up camping with a lot of people. Met some people that I still consider homies to this day. Freaking from all around. I met Humble at this show. So, and I know there's been a lot of back and forth and all that. But no, I met him at this show. I met the homie Mike the Tree at the show. I met Bartle Boss for the first time at this show. A lot of people I met. And a lot of people I still fuck with. One of the people that I know we butt heads a lot, but I still love you, brother. Fucking Stony Low. Stony Low I met at the gathering my first year, and he was the first motherfucker to come up and help me. The first motherfucker to show real family love. Because I was camping with him and a bunch of other people at the time I got invited to. I'm not going to drop the name because we talk about those fuckers way too much. But I get there, it's pitch black, I'm starting to set up my tent, everybody's doing their own thing. And Stoney comes up, he's like, yo, what's up, blah, 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 you're Flipsy, right? I'm like, yeah, what's up? Freaking just trying to set up my shit. He's like, yo, you need a light, you need help setting up something, you want something to eat, something to drink, fucking welcome to the campsite, and fucking nothing but love. And I know he's hard-headed, and he definitely comes off abrasive sometimes, but I have no problems with him. It just sucks that sometimes people think of me a certain way, but they don't really know what I'm really about. So I'm just throwing this out there. I'm nothing but love. I'm fine with you until you cross me. And it takes a lot for me to consider you crossing me. So all the people that don't like me, I love y'all. So first year gathering, do that shit. It was good for a first year. But I will say there was a lot of down points that I wasn't a big fan of. And then my second year comes up and I end up going to the gathering again because it was in the same spot. And I freaking... That year was a lot of work. I ended up bringing one of my homies with and all that stuff. And yeah, did I? I don't even remember if I brought anybody with that year, but whatever. That year I was helping Bartle Boss and Bash with their channel, and it was a lot of recording, a lot of interviews. I gathered more for the channel than myself, which kind of was a downer. But other than that, it was another interesting year. Then there was last year's, which again I did a lot of running around promoting the channel I was working with at the time. But last year was the most. It was about me. I went there without a buck. I hung out with fucking C-17 crew, fucking Scroll Keepers, fucking love y'all. And we did some big things. Like, we dealt with people that were selling people fentanyl and so many other things. It was a big year for me, and I felt really good about it. And going over the fucking acts the last few years were fucking nuts. I honestly can't remember too much from my first year. But then this, other than like... freaking, I remember King 810 playing. I remember Blase Rose my first year. Fucking caught her show, one of the few night shows I caught. Last time I saw her play was my first gathering actually, but I ran into her since then at shows. And fucking love that chick. She's fucking awesome. I know a lot of people don't like her, but she never gave me a problem. Like I said, you don't give me a problem, I have no problem with you. second year I went was a lot of old school R&B and rap, and it was definitely a different feel. And then last year just was being so heavy, and just something about last year's lineup just made me fucking love it. Necrogoblicon was great. Fucking Hex killing it the last 2 years. Fucking, and I'm just hoping for even better this year. Freaking, we got so much to be excited for. And freaking, I'm wondering what they're gonna do. The slogan is something wicked this way come. Humble spoke on this on his last live, I think it was earlier today, about Shaggy saying there's nothing on the new 6 yet. Which, that sucks, but who knows? Maybe there's like an NDA kind of thing and Shaggy's just not supposed to talk about it. Hoping, but they're usually straightforward about what they say. So if he's saying there's nothing going to be coming out, there's nothing going to be coming out for a while. Whatever. But the imagery for this year's logo and the red, yellows, black, something wicked this way come. It feels like we're coming back to our roots. I feel like we're going to get a lot more underground, up-and-comers. We could see more into the heavy aspect. I don't see as many like R&B, like Sugar Hill Gang and all that stuff like we got last year. I can see us being more brutal this year, but we won't know until we get there and see. All I know is I'm excited to see what they drop for merch, because fucking those jerseys going to be tight. I can't wait to see who plays. I hope the homies get to play. Fucking Tier Diaz, hope he gets a set. Fucking Zitro. Fucking so many people. Like, I could go on for fucking days talking about the people I want to see. Unfortunately, one of the big people I want to see, and this happened twice now, and it sucks. We all know I like the band Ice Nine Kills. Well, Ice Nine Kills frontman Spencer is going to be at Astronomicon with Twisted. So, there goes my number one I want to see at the Gathering. It's never going to happen. Sucks, but Spencer, why? I don't know. I think Spencer and his band would be a great fit, but never going to happen now. So, again, I've said it before. Who do you guys want to see there? And, yeah. Last year, I feel it was more rock-oriented. Like I said, I think this year is going to be more like underground rap and all that. Because it's just wording that we've used before. We're definitely getting hyped up for something. It's going to be an interesting 4 days. And I'm definitely looking for people to ride along with me this year. Fucking anybody that wants to fucking go that's around me, hit me the fuck up. Freaking, what else do we got on this little list? Fucking, oh, I've already gone over everything. Whatever. Fuck it, just keep on talking. Hi. Freaking, yeah, it's definitely gonna be Gwar. Yeah. How long has it been since we saw Gwar? I think they were there, and I could be wrong. Again, I don't remember 2021 too well, but I think they were there 2021 and I missed them. But correct me if I'm wrong. I would love to see. I'm not the biggest fan of Gwar, but I hear their sets are crazy. Like, I was happy when Mushroomhead played. Fucking, that was crazy. Over the last few years, the people that I would want to come back, definitely Gwar. I would love to see Mushroomhead come back. King 810, who just was on Juggle Ohio too. Fucking love to see King come back. Necrogoblicon, after last year, they fucking killed it. Blase, I would love to see play, even if it's the smallest stage. I know there's a lot going on with that. Who else? Face Tat, I wouldn't mind seeing play. I know there's a lot of drama around her as well. But again, I'm not about that drama. I want to see who I want to see play, you know? Wicked Ways would be nice. Sick Trinity. I would love to see a revival of fucking, what the hell? Gorilla Voltage. I would love to see that. Like I said, Zitro, NGS, TRDS, fucking that whole Cypher crew. Bring them fucking back. Let them fucking just, yeah. I want to see a full DJ Clay set again. I would love to see Tech come back. Attila, definitely. ABK, yeah. God damn it, JC. God damn it, JC. Now I gotta do it. Now I gotta do it. Give me a second. Moon Glorious. Nah, but dude, we need we need Moon Glorious back. Like shit. But nah, ABK. Unfortunately, the beef and all that shit. I would love to see ABK come back. I want to be in the middle of an ABK wall of death again. KMK. Yeah, their showing last year wasn't the greatest. I would have to say that, but it was nice seeing what I did get to see. Mad Child did great last year. I would love to see him come back again. I know he's feeling his age a little bit, but and like I said, this is no beef or anything like that. I don't want to be talking about the drama, so I'll say it. If let's say Twisted was playing their fucking old school shit, fucking Freak Show, fucking Green Book, stuff like that, fucking We Don't Die shit, fucking I would love to see them again. Some of the newer people, fucking, I would love to see Clockwork, Super Famous. I loved seeing them when I saw them. Fucking, just so many people that I would love to see. Chris Calico last year was great, having him come back. So I really think we should get a little bit of tech. Hobson would be nice. Head PE. Yeah, let's get some real Head PE. Let's get Jared back. I know he has his issues with the juggle community right now, but fucking love Head PE. Like, I just want Head PE to come out and play Suffer. Ugh. Mosh pit heavy, straight up. I want those punchy fucking drops again and all that. People outside the community, if we were gonna do like more EDM stuff, because I know a lot of that came out, I would love to see like Anger Fist do a set, but that would never happen. He's way too big for that shit. Yeah, it's just so many. Primus. I would love to see Primus. Give me the South Park theme song at the Gathering. I will die. Legit die. Alien Ant Farm, I would love to see them come back again. I think they did great last year. Just, like I said, so many. And the events, like, do you think we're going to get a podcast 10 again? If so, I think they should do it a different way. I feel like we should definitely get the flea market back. That was really cool last year. Just, why don't we have a Fago launching competition yet? That's some shit I want to see. Just, yeah, it's so much. I can't even, like, Death Clock! Yes! 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 I like Death Clock. Mermaid or bitch. No, I 100% agree. Death Clock, this is going to sound stupid, and the homie Crazy McCormick would laugh his ass off for me saying this, but I agree. I think this would be fire, because they've toured together. Fucking Baby Metal. Give me Chocolate. Main stage at the Gathering. On the floor, dead. I'm good. No, I want to see that. Slaughter to Prevail would be fucking great too. Fucking Alex would rock that shit. On the rap side, I think like Ice Cube, Ice-T should come back. Freaking, I still say we need Post Malone on freaking main stage. Freaking, who else? Freaking Eminem. It's a dream. We all have that dream. I don't care what any of you say. Fucking Eminem doing like a squash the beef thing or playing up the beef or whatever. But just all jokes would be fucking Richter. Yeah. I would love to see Dax. That would be crazy. Just, yeah, so many. But, Lamb of God. Godsmack. Fucking, I would love to see Five Finger Death Punch play. Like I said, I'm a stand for fucking Ice Nine, but I don't think that's ever going to happen, unfortunately, because of the whole working with Twisted thing. Unless the beef suddenly drops. But that's not for us to decide, right? There's just so much. But I'm going to be ending this relatively soon. Last few things I want to say is literally more about this whole drama in the community lately. It's not worth it. We're supposed to be family. Show love. And just be there for each other. It's not becoming of us, Ritz. You're just going, JC, and I appreciate it. It's not becoming of us to be fighting all the time. Everybody has their different thoughts on stuff, and we gotta freaking just... Okay. We got to remember that, yes, this culture means a lot to us. And we have an album, Red Fred, Fight Back. Slipknot, huh? Maybe. I think that would be a little too big for the gathering, but you never know. That would be fucking fire. Fucking Mudvayne. Fucking bring us Mudvayne. I'm gonna keep on saying it. It's basically, we're supposed to be about love. The only things we're supposed to hate on are freaking racism, sexism, judging people for who they're not, abuse on children, women, and animals, in my opinion. But we're supposed to accept. And I do agree with some shit I've been hearing lately that we have accepted so much that we let some people that really weren't about it into the community. And I do say we do got to keep an eye out for that a little bit more. And I don't know. The ones that are trying to destroy the community will weed themselves out. And we just got to stay true to who we are and keep on supporting who you want to support. Keep on listening to who you want to listen to. Fucking follow the podcast you want to follow. Freaking go to the shows you want to go to. Like, it's not anybody's problem but your own. As long as you're not hurting someone in any way, it shouldn't matter. But don't be a cuck about it either. And people that go around throwing people's info out there like they fucking, it's a one big fucking joke. That's the shit I can't fucking stand. And I'm not about it. So shit's a big joke to a lot of people in this community, and it's really not. The docs and the threats and all that stuff. It's not okay. Fucking, I recently had some of my personal info go out because somebody thought it was fucking hilarious. Well, guess what? It's not fucking funny, and that's nobody's business but my own. What I do with my spare time and what kind of people I like in my life. But it had to be thrown out there, right? And that's why I'm not talking or working with that person anymore. So, if you want more fucking stupid flipsy fun, I'll be on here, especially when I get my computer all set up, freaking doing fucking gameplay, reviews on the games I'm playing, fucking random ass videos like this, fucking maybe sometime I'll reveal some art, fucking do that shit, draw alongs and all that shit with you. I'll be reviewing music videos and music, fucking so much stuff, and I'm not just going to be listening to Psychopathic, just so everybody knows. I'll be listening to so many things. Ice Nine's going to get a whole thing because they have a whole storyline of videos. Freaking, I'm going to be listening to everything I like, and you guys get to see the real me. So when I start doing all that, shit will be better quality, and it will sound better, feel better, and a lot more energy. It's just hard to do shit on my phone. So remember, if you like this shit, take that hatchet and put it through the fucking like button. Fucking subscribe for that shit and send that all around the worlds and do the fucking loop-de-loops and fucking shout a whoop-whoop on the way by. Till then, see you fuckers later.